Copy. Thanks. We're going to start 2.103, assuming we have a go.
You are go.
Mission Control Houston is go
Dragon
for undocking.
SpaceX on the big loop. The final reconfigurations for undock are complete and nominal. The ground is go for undocking at the undocking sequence start time of 23:30 GMT. Please confirm your visors are down and that you are ready for undock and departure.
Dragon copies. Go for undock on time. Our visors are down and we're ready for departure.
We copy all.
And we just heard the confirmation. Dragon is a go to undock. So now we are waiting for the undocking sequence to actually begin, and they are targeting that for 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. So it looks like 8 minutes.
Dragon SpaceX umbilical demate complete and nominal.
There's confirmation of the umbilicals retracted, so no longer receiving power or data or commanding from the International Space Station. And there's a view on your screen of Dragon, currently in eclipse. Gary, how's it looking from Mission Control at Johnson?
We're looking good, Shiva. We are now inside the undocking sequence. Good umbilical retraction. Standing by for the driving of those hooks. There's 12 hooks that will be released in 2 gangs of 6. Standing by for the driving of the hooks. The first 6 hooks have completed their driving first set down. The second set is now driving. We're now committed to undock. Seeing good motion on that second set of hooks. Continuing to drive. These will be the final set of hooks. There's 6 of them holding Dragon into place now. Afterwards, we'll conduct 2 undocking burns to physically separate Dragon.
Dragon SpaceX, all hooks open and nominal.
All hooks open.
Dragon departing.
Dragon SpaceX, separation confirmed.
Separation.
3 burns, physical separation, 4:35 p.m. Pacific. Thrusters looking good. Counting down to a nominal departure burn 0 coming up shortly.
Dragon SpaceX, depart burn 0 complete.
Copy complete. Our visors up.
And you heard depart burn 0 complete, that 12-second firing, moving Dragon slightly faster away from the International Space Station using those service section Dracos. And with that, Bob and Doug have concluded their stay aboard the International Space Station. They're on their way back to planet Earth. Confirms a physical separation at 4:35 p.m. Pacific as the station and Dragon were flying 267 statute miles over Johannesburg, South Africa. 2 good undocking burns and a nominal departure burn 0. Next departure burn coming up in about 5 minutes. We'll be monitoring Crew Dragon throughout the departure sequence, but with Dragon flying free, that'll do it from us here in Mission Control Houston. Godspeed, Bob and Doug. To take you through the rest of the departure sequence, we'll send you back over to Hawthorne.
That's a view from the space station. Those 2 lights, the green light is the view that on the right-hand side of the Dragon vehicle. That would be the side that Bob Behnken was sitting on, and the red light, the side that Doug Hurley was sitting on. It's actually made pretty quick work getting away from the station. Gonna look up some data, see if I can get the actual distance to station right now.
Dragon SpaceX, depart burn 1 complete. Nominal burn, you are go to doff your suits per procedure 4.012. Reminder that the ground will be deactivating the big loop following exit from the approach ellipsoid, which is approximately 12 to 14 minutes from now.
Nice, cool view into that clear visor. That visor actually creates a sealing surface as well. So those suits will keep pressure in them in the event of a depressurization.
Looks like the windows outside or to the outside of Crew Dragon are a little bit dark now, and that is the case because the International Space Station is now in an orbital nighttime, or I should say Crew Dragon Endeavour, flying over the Atlantic Ocean, about 261 statute miles above us all. As I mentioned earlier, the space station orbits the Earth sees 16 sunrises and sunsets a day. So currently constantly moving at 17,500 miles an hour. And Crew Dragon is about on that same trajectory at this moment.
Right now it looks like we're flying right over the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, just off the, well, not quite just off the coast, west coast of Africa, but off the west coast of Africa.
It's funny for me to think that they're only about 250 miles above us. Of course, they're in outer space, but 250 miles is not that far when you think about it on Earth. So
that's a pretty short road trip, honestly.
Exactly.
But pretty hard to get there. Need a lot of thrust and power to get through that, and that's why we need something like Falcon 9 to be able to get us into orbit.